Lake Louise.
All right, since the NHL lockout began, we here at Sportsnet have covered everything from tabletop hockey to tonsil hockey. And now, thanks to the well-traveled Dan Murphy, we get a taste of hockey in Thailand.
Bangkok, Thailand. Population 10 million. A city ripe with ancient temples. Streets lined with everything imaginable. Fruits, vegetables, and meat. Heck, you can even find a 7-Eleven on nearly every corner. But what about hockey? Is there hockey in Thailand? It is a country crazy for sport, from basketball to a crazy creation called takra. And of course soccer. Anywhere, everywhere, from dawn till dusk. But I wanted hockey. So, armed with a 4-man technical crew and a trusty translator named Mr. Nakorn, we set out to find Canada's national winter sport. First stop, the Sports Authority of Thailand. And wouldn't you know it, housed in the country's national stadium, an office for the Ice Hockey Association of Thailand. It isn't much, a tiny 20 by 10, but there are signs of hockey, including the national team's gear crammed into a corner. That's right, national team. No, it's not great. It's not even good. Thailand was crushed 39-0 by Japan in last year's Asian Games, but at the same tournament beat Mongolia 4-2. That currently stands as the biggest win in Thailand's short hockey history. But bigger wins could follow, considering the team is now coached by a Winnipegger by the name of Ryan Holt. Did you ever dream you'd be the head coach of a national team?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. You know, even in Canada, I was just a player. Played some junior hockey, never thought about coaching at all. And just once I got out here, it's just a good way to be involved in the sport I love.
Now, Holt is not the only one loving hockey in Thailand. The association says between 200 and 300 people now play the game. Not bad considering the costs involved. And if you thought getting ice was tough in Canada, consider this. There are only 2 functioning rinks in the entire country of Thailand, both located in shopping malls. And one is not much bigger than a swimming pool. For those who want to play, there are 3 practices a week, open to everyone. Nick, who lived in Toronto from the age of 12 to 27, fell in love with hockey and didn't want to give it up when he returned home. Do you still follow the Leafs at all?
Yes, I do. I actually log on the net and I read the Toronto Star almost every single day before I go to work. So, yeah.
So whose side are you on? Gary Bettman or Bob Goodnow?
For me, as a hockey player, so as a hockey fan, so I anything that has to do with the lockout, I just don't like it.
Well, that much is consensual on both sides of the Pacific, and Nick is one of the few that even knows what's going on. Following the lockout?
Well, I can hardly say that.
Clearly, neither side is winning the PR battle in Thailand, and who really cares, as long as the game is alive and well. Dan Murphy, Sportsnet, Bangkok, Thailand.
Never thought I'd see an Alberta Golden Bears practice jersey in Thailand. It's amazing how far-reaching the game is, but what I want to know is when that weird game that sort of combines hacky sack and scissor kicking that Dan pointed out is coming to Canada.
Yeah, those guys were talented. I first became aware that there was hockey in other places than Canada and the United States back in the 70s. There was a goaltender named Larry Hendrick. I thought he was a pretty good goaltender with the Edmonton Oil Kings. He ended up playing in Australia. And I remember reading about that in Australia. Now, of course, hockey played right around the world, and Dan's story proves it.
Interesting stuff. We've got lots to talk about. Among the